Shruti, Mukta, yeah, Mukta, Shivani, Yashaswini, Sandhya ji, please come. Sit here. Kajol. Oh, is it astrological? She wants to know. Come sit. Sandhya ji. Aaiye Sandhya ji. I'd also like to invite on stage the writer and director of the film, Priyanka Banerjee. And my partner in crime and co-founder of Electric Apples Entertainment, Ryan Stephen, who was responsible for this cast. It was his idea to cast these beautiful women in the film. So yeah, so now before throwing the house open to questions to all the people who are involved with the film, what I'd like to do is just ask the entire people connected to the film to speak a little bit about what Devi means to them. Starting with you, Kajal. Start with you, Kajal.
Okay, I really wasn't prepared for this one. I thought I'd be answering questions on what Devi actually meant to y'all more than us. For me, the film was a very simple matter to do. I mean, I think that lots of people always ask me that, oh, आपने ये picture क्यों की? इसमें क्या अच्छा था? और मेरा जवाब हमेशा रहा है कि मुझे स्क्रिप्ट बहुत अच्छी लगी है या मुझे आई लाइक्ड दिस, इसका जो किरदार था मुझे बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लगा या जो भी है. लेकिन देवी के स्क्रिप्ट के बारे में जब मैं कहूँगी तो मैं कहूँगी हाँ स्क्रिप्ट अच्छी थी, लेकिन आई थिंक इसका जो मैसेज है और ये जो कहना चाहता है, ये पिक्चर जो कहना चाहता है, आई थिंक दैट इज़ मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट देन एनीथिंग एल्स. आई थिंक सबसे ज़्यादा और मैं ये सवाल भी आपके लिए आंसर कर देती हूँ कि 9 औरतें थी और किसी ने किसी के साथ झगड़ा किया ओवर हेयर एंड मेकअप, एंड आई वांट टू टेल यू नो, there were no fights at all. And I think that's what Devi is about, is that we all need to somewhere down the line stand up and support each other and not try to pull each other down or not give the other person a hand up when they need it.
Shruti.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. So, as Kajol ma'am said, I don't think it was like a big decision of like, should I be doing this? It was quite obvious that I wanted to be a part of something so powerful and poignant. It's something that as a woman, I don't even think you have to be a woman alone. It's just something that is so reflective of society's numbness to certain issues. And I think that has really come across. And like she said, there's this perception that women don't stand up for each other, and most often not. I think the sisterhood isn't as strong as it should be. And this film kind of goes through that journey, which is what I really, really liked. So thank you, Priyanka, for such a lovely idea, subject, concept, and having us in it. Electric Apples, my two favorites, Ryan and Niranjan. I also have to say, of all the movies I've done, I was the most pampered on this. We had a special lounge with the best food and snacks, which was amazing. And we all got to know each other because it was a very short filming period. And it's really been an honor for me to get to know these incredible women and be a part of this really powerful story.
Nina.
Hello, everybody. I think Kajol and Shruti have pretty much said what all of us feel, and very well put. They put it very well in words. For me, I think, see, there are lots of films and there's a lot of content on this particular subject that has been treated over here. But one point that Kajol made, I think I would also like to make, is that standing up for each other. It's not an isolated person who's having it. This is something which happens to womanhood on a regular basis for years and decades and ages. And I hope I can say that it's not, yeah. And I hope I can say that it will not happen hereafter. So I think that unity, that sisterhood, that womanhood message that is given in this script is what really made me emotional and wanting to be a part of. For me, Niranjan and Ryan, Electric Apples, I don't ever say no to them. There's no question. In fact, I'm after them, please give me something. They are the most wonderful producers and friends one can ever encounter. And Priyanka, I must say, for your age and everything, I mean, I saw her, I said, is this the girl who wrote this script? The script is a little theater piece, actually. It's a piece of theater. So kudos to that.
Mukta.
हेलो एवरीवन अभी कुछ कहने के लिए बचा नहीं है डिट्टो 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 लेकिन फिर भी थोड़ा कहूँगी थोड़ी बात तो कहनी ज़रूरी है क्योंकि देवी जैसे फिल्म ही बननी ज़रूरी है लेकिन जिस प्रकार से वो लोगों तक पहुंच रही है इसके लिए मैं रायन और निरंजन को पहले थैंक्स कहूँगी कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट करूँगी क्योंकि इस टाइप का सब्जेक्ट ये इश्यूज डिस्कस करना ज़रूरी है लेकिन ज़्यादा लोगों तक पहुंचना भी उतना ही ज़रूरी है और ये काम बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छे से कर रहे हैं एंड आई एम रियली हैप्पी आज ये प्रेस देख के जो विमेन एम्पावरमेंट जिसको कहते हैं वो सामने भी दिख रहा है यहाँ भी दिख रहा है फिल्म में भी दिख रहा है तो आई एम रियली हैप्पी एंड कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस प्रियंका वो जानती थी उसे क्या चाहिए था और उसने कर दिखाया एंड कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस एवरीबडी एंड थैंक यू फॉर हैविंग मी हियर एंड इन द फिल्म ऑल्सो थैंक यू
संध्या जी.
नमस्कार. सर्वप्रथम मी ॲपल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंटरमिनेट यांचं निरंजन आणि यांचं धन्यवाद देते की मला ह्या शॉर्ट फिल्ममध्ये काम करायला संधी मिळाली आणि त्याच्या थ्रू मला काही संधी म्हणजे मी मेसेज पोहोचवू शकले तर मी माझं भाग्य समजेन. आणि थँक्यू प्रियंका. आणि खरंच म्हणजे तिने देवी हे टायटल दिलेलं आहे. स्त्रीने कोणाच्याही मदतीची याचना न करता स्वतः देवी बनून देवीच नाही तर कालीमातेचं रूप घेऊन त्याची प्रत्येकाचे हे केलं पाहिजे. काय म्हणतात कुठलंही संकट आलं तर ती झेलण्याची ताकद ती देवीमध्ये आहे. ती देवीने घेतली पाहिजे. प्रत्येक स्त्रीमध्ये ती देवीची ताकद आली पाहिजे. कालीमातेची ताकद. धन्यवाद धन्यवाद पुन्हा सगळ्यांना.
शिवानी.
मुझे समझ नहीं आया. आई थिंक या आफ्टर जब सब लोगों ने बोल दिया आई डोंट नो आई हैव लेफ्ट विद एनीथिंग बट वन थिंग व्हिच आई वुड लाइक टू से व्हेन आई वाज अ किड आई वाज नेवर फॉन्ड ऑफ दिस वर्ड देवी बिकॉज आई यूज्ड टू फील दैट ये एक वर्ड देके ना हम एक पेडिस्टल पे चढ़ा देते हैं एंड देन वी आर बाउंड टू बिहेव अ सर्टेन वे ऑल आवर लाइव्स एंड वी कांट बी आवरसेल्व्स ट्रूली. But when I saw because initially the name was something else of the film, and when I saw the way they have written Devi, it's really beautiful because it's not Devi. The name is just, I think just somebody has piped it off. So yeah, so I really loved it. And for me to be part of the script, it was just the script. I read the script. I did not know anybody. I just read the script and I was really moved. Also because it's not teaching you anything. It's just showing you what it is, how it feels. It's not giving you any sort of gyan ki aap ye karo, aap ye mat karo. This is what it is. Now you see what you feel, which I really loved. And yes, like everybody, I would like to thank these two men because they were so lovely. And to be very honest, for me also, like Shruti just said, they were the most wonderful producer one can ever work with. And Priyanka, thank you so much for getting me on board.
Yashaswini.
Because she spoke about, like, when she was younger, she didn't like the word Devi. This sudden memory came in my head. So when all of us cousins were really young, if my brother, even in like a game, he would like push me or like give me like a nudge or something, my nani would get really upset and say, hey, behan Devi hoti hai, you can't hurt her. And so that was my first exposure to the term Devi. And also growing up, like, especially like my age, children growing up, we were really not interested in learning about a mythology, and so the term Devi just was a word. And then when you grow up and you live life and then you see what's happening around and then you experience the power of the relationship that women can have with each other, the power that women have amongst themselves, and that's when you really start to like, the word starts holding some weight and it's really heavy. So Devi for me is just immense power that's just waiting to be unleashed. Like she's just waiting to break free. Like this world just needs to get a little bit more ready. So, and in terms of this film, I genuinely, right from day one, I feel like I'm this super fortunate fly on the wall who has, I don't know how, landed up in this moment here right now to be amongst this set of people. I
But your
genuinely-
the fly on the wall has got very cute pigtails in the film.
So yeah, and I'm just I hope a lot of people watch this. I hope the right kind of people watch this, and by the right kind of people, I mean the wrong kind of people. And I hope it just does something to their brains. Maybe like kickstart some wiring in their head and make them realize how dirty and filthy they're being, and the world can become a better place. And thank you, Priyanka, for reaching out to me. Thank you, Ryan and Niranjan, for thinking of me. And yeah, that's all I can say. Thank you.
Priyanka.
This is a lot. No, I think, I mean, everyone's really kind of captured what the process of making the film was like. But you can write something and have conviction in it, but it will only reach this kind of audience and bring in this kind of talent. I mean, I had never imagined when I wrote the script that these would be the faces that my characters would have. And none of that can happen if you don't have like absolutely the best producers ever. So I'm just going to echo what everyone said and thank Ryan and Niranjan so much for believing in the script, believing in me, taking it to everyone, because I know that they had a lot more on the line. I mean, I was the debutante in all of this. Yeah, for me, since the original question was, what is Devi to you? For me, the film is inherently just about empathy or the lack thereof. So for all of them, whether it's the empathy they have for each other as characters or the lack thereof, or of their abusers having empathy for them or not, is just about that. And like Shivani said, I'm not trying to preach anything in the film. It's just there for you to see, and I'm sure all of you will, gather what you can from it. So thank you so much.
Last but not the least, Ryan.
I think when the script Devi came to me, it kind of triggered a trauma that was there when I'd seen a movie called Ghar in 1978. It spoke about rape and it stayed on my mind. And Devi kind of triggered that. And I felt that this movie needs to reach out not to the women, because the women already know what they're dealing with in this country. I think it needs to reach out to those men, those people, like Yashaswini just said, the wrong kind of people. They need to see, and hopefully it will trigger this kind of emotion and probably change the narrative of our country towards security of women. And that's what
And
was
hopefully,
important.
and
that's
hopefully the word victim will be changed as well.
exactly.
The word
Yes.
victim will be changed. I think that's really the message behind Devi also, is that the word victim needs to be redefined. Yeah. So I think victim is as victim does. It's not about what somebody else judges you to be by.
Exactly.
And I think
And women who stay silent with what's done to them should not stay silent, and they should come out and speak so that this does not happen to more women. And that's the agenda behind this. And I think that's pretty much the agenda behind Electric Apple's entertainment and what we are trying to achieve with movies that we kind of produce. Am I right, Niranjan?
Just checking.
Thank you.
So I guess everyone has had their say, but now
I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you to all of these
all
women
these women, really.
who have actually
our pleasure.
helped us make this movie can only reach the audience because of them, and thank you to all you Devis, including Priyanka, for getting this film to us. Thank you. And thank you to all of you all for coming here.
For
please.
coming here, and
Thank
I know
you,
today has been a
really.
busy afternoon with various events happening in the city, but you
Yes.
guys have really taken time off to come here and watch the film and interact.
We
so I'm
made
really
2nd of
thankful.
March Women's Day.
Yeah. So now I'm going to throw the house open to questions. So whoever you have questions for, please individually you can address them and ask them.
कोई भी आंसर दे सकते हैं आप लोग. मेरा ये कहना है कि जैसे ये देवी का जो टाइटल है, इट्स शोज बहुत अच्छा इसका मतलब कॉन्सेप्ट है कि ये देवी हटा दीजिए. तो मैं भी ये कहना चाहती हूँ आप लोगों से, ये आप लोगों की क्या राय है कि महिला को देवी कह के उनको एक दर्जे पे बिठा दिया जाता है, लेकिन उनको जो सम्मान मिलना चाहिए परिवार में हो या बाहर, वो नहीं मिल पाता. तो आप लोगों की क्या राय है कि किस तरीके से ये सम्मान महिलाओं को एक्वायर करना है, और क्या कहाँ पे गलती हो रही है कि ये सम्मान आज तक भी किसी को नहीं मिल पाता है, इंडिया में ही नहीं वर्ल्ड वाइड हर जगह ऐसा है?
मुझे लगता है कि मैं ये जवाब दूंगी क्योंकि इस पे मैंने काफ़ी कुछ सोचा भी है. मुझे लगता है सम्मान जो होता है वो खुद में होता है, और अगर आप सम्मान सम्मान चाहिए आपको, तो खुद को जैसे कहते हैं आत्मसम्मान होना चाहिए आप में भी। अगर आप में आत्मसम्मान है, अगर आप जिस तरीके से दुनिया को देखोगे, दुनिया आपको उसी तरीके से देखेगी। और जिस तरह से आप बोल रहे हैं कि कि अभी तक किसी को नहीं मिला, ऐसा मुझे नहीं लगता है। आई डोंट थिंक दैट्स द केस टुडे। आई थिंक काफ़ी सारे बहुत ही इवॉल्व्ड लोग हैं जिन्होंने अपने बेटों को बड़ा किया है, अपनी माँ को, अपनी बहन को बहुत बहुत इज्जत देके। तो बहुत सारे अच्छे लोग भी हैं दुनिया में, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। और हमारी दुनिया उस तरफ ज़रूर जा रही है। हाँ, थोड़ी सी धीरे है पटरी पे ट्रेन, लेकिन मुझे लगता है हम डेफिनेटली उस तरफ जा रहे हैं। एंड आई विल से दिस अगेन in English, in Hindi, in Marathi, whichever language you want me to say it in. But I think that women's empowerment has to start with women. Nobody can do this for you.
Hi Ryan, I'm
Hi.
Pooja Samant.
Hi,
Congratulations for this film.
thank you so much.
It's a really lovely and message oriented. मैं आपको ये पूछना चाहूँगी कि आप इसका प्रमोशन कैसे करेंगे? अगर इसमें कोई और स्टोरी जैसा कंटेंट हो तो इसकी एक फीचर फिल्म बन जाती थी।
Absolutely.
या क्या आप इसको मतलब फिल्म फेस्टिवल में भेजना चाहोगे? आई मीन हाउ दिस फिल्म विल रीच टू ईच एंड एवरी पर्सन?
I think right now Large Short Films has plans to kind of, YouTube is the largest medium for it to reach out to. But if there are any plans to promote this and take it to festivals, I think Large Short Films will be the right person to answer this question. We would love for it to go to festivals, honestly.
And
We would
also,
love
that
for
is
everyone.
one of the reasons why we made this film for the internet, for the web, because web has a far larger reach than the theaters do, and it has an instant reach. And this kind of a messaging needs to be instant, like it needs to be watched at the convenience, because theater पे जाके तो कोई ये ऐसी film, वैसे ही लोग बोलते बहुत सीरियस फिल्म है, बहुत ये सब्जेक्ट में, बट जब अपने कन्वीनियंस के हिसाब से देखने को मिलती है तो ज़्यादा लोग देखते हैं. सो दैट वाज आल्सो वन ऑफ द रीजंस व्हाई दिस फिल्म वाज मेड फॉर द वेब.
And it's not meant, I think it's not meant for a niche audience. एक पर्टिकुलर तरह के लोगों के लिए नहीं बनी है, ये सबके लिए बनी है. It's a statement. It's not a documentary. It's a statement. And I think जब आप YouTube पे डालते हो तो I think हर तरीके के लोग, सबके पास आजकल इंटरनेट है, सबके पास आजकल फ़ोन है. I mean, किसके पास नहीं है? भाजी वाले से मतलब सबके पास है, ड्राइवर से लेके सबके पास होता है फ़ोन. तो I think it's just there. It's that convenience, it's that reach that you get with it that is probably not possible if you want to take it to only a few festivals.
Also, I think we've categorized this stories into short films, digital films, feature films. If you actually go to see, it's a story. And some stories need to be said in short. It does not need a 3-hour, projection just to be conveyed. I feel it has more impact in 13 minutes. So.
और एक बात है, ये फिल्म देखकर आई थिंक लोग अपना अपना इंटरप्रिटेशन कर सकते हैं. जैसे हम सब ने यहाँ पे अलग अलग राय दी, सिस्टरहुड के बारे में कहा या फिर एक्सप्लॉयटेशन के बारे में कहा. तो आई थिंक दिस फिल्म हैज़ दैट इनहेरेंट क्वालिटी. it makes a comment, and a comment is always open for discussion. So actually, ideally, ये
And
film
hopefully it will start a discussion somewhere. I mean, that's the aim. कि कहीं में कहीं ये शुरुआत तो हो, debate तो शुरू हो, इस पे बात और चर्चा तो शुरू हो.
हेलो, दिस इज जैसे क्या होता है, जैसा आपने कहा, विक्टिम कह दिया जाता है महिला को, और उसके बाद में कोई जो रिजल्ट जो हम एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं वो मिलता नहीं है. तो यहाँ पे क्या कम हो रहा है कि वो रिजल्ट तक पहुंचे?
मुझे लगता है I really feel this
करने की ज़रूरत है.
हाँ, सिस्टम की बात है, सिस्टम तो नहीं है ठीक, ये तो सबको पता है. तो सिस्टम में सुधार लाना ज़रूरी है. ये एक अलग चर्चा है कि सिस्टम कैसे सुधारा जा सकता है या कैसे. तो इस वक्त जो है कि ऐसे कोई मतलब झट से कोई सोल्यूशन इसका निकल नहीं सकता. ये बहुत सारे लोगों को, बहुत सारी जो सिस्टम चलाते हैं उन लोगों को, जो जिन पे के ऊपर सिस्टम चलता है, उन लोगों को सबको साथ मिलके इसका सोल्यूशन ढूंढना पड़ेगा. ऐसे बैठे बैठे नहीं, ये नहीं निकलने वाला.
Hello, this is Sakshi from E24 this side. My question is to all the ladies. There is a study which says that rape is not because of sexual, it's not because of sexual aggression. It's more of a power thing and misogyny. So in your experience, which has been the one thing that has hit you which was misogynistic, and how did you fight it? And especially they say that especially they say that, you know, like the Indian film industry is quite misogynistic, whether it comes to how they portray their women, or we keep hearing things like the pay parity and everything. So what is that one thing in your life that you had to fight for when it comes to misogyny?
I think it's an everyday issue, not just the I don't think it's fair to say film industry. It's a patriarchal, misogynistic society world over, without naming somebody's president as well. So I think that's the general situation. And I think sometimes what I have experienced is, you know, women who are like constantly raising their voice and like saying this isn't okay are called feminazis, but I think we should all be feminazis now because it has to be brought to the forefront.
Kajol ma'am, what's your take on this?
Like she said, I think you definitely need to raise your voice. I don't think that you can, I don't think that you need to be so very vehement about it, but we all do need to, like she said, start up the debate, talk about it. If not, if you don't scream about it, don't yell about it, but talk about it. Make your statement in the most practical and logical manner possible. I think that's really where we're lacking. I feel as feminists, I feel fanaticism is not going to get you anywhere, because all it does is just prove to you know, all the patriarchal society that you're
hysterical.
Yeah, that you're hysterical and that you're PMSing. So I mean, like, you know, just prove them wrong in that sense, and just approach it with a very practical, sensible approach.
Well, I personally feel we ourselves should be the change. I mean, I would bring up my children. I am bringing up and have brought them up the way I feel, because my parents did that in me. And I've been in this field for 46 years. I began with theater. And the other day I was telling somebody, at that time, it never ever struck me that I was a girl and this guy's a boy, and we used to, literally, and today it is that. I feel sad, you know, as I know, you know, when all these years, it's finally come to this, but at the same time, voices are being raised. It's not that rape didn't exist then, it did exist behind closed doors. Exploitation was there behind, nobody said anything, just live with it and creatively got out or, you know, committed suicide or whatever. But today, people are voicing it. I think that's a very positive thing. But as Shruti and Kajal both said, don't just voice it. You have to be, it has to be inherent in you. We can only be the change, and we must put our foot down. I don't think I'm lesser than anybody else. I mean, just because a guy comes and roars at me, I'll roar double at him. But we don't have to be a man to prove that we are a woman.
Exactly.
We are women, and we are damn, I think we are bloody good.
Kajol, you have ruled Bollywood. We all know that. But still you feel there is a gender bias industry? There are many women-oriented films are being made now.
I do believe that. I've had this question, I think, quite a few times. Yes, there is, but I think it has more to do with society than a particular field. I think it has more to do with society. It has more to do with what kind of films you as an audience watch as well. If you as an audience choose to make Wonder Woman the most highest grossing film in the world, you will make her pay parity. There will be no pay parity. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that's very important, that you have to understand that it has to be a societal change. It cannot be, you can't blame a particular field on it and say that this is, ये film industry की problem है, या ये इसकी problem है, या ये इसकी problem है, ये किसी और की problem नहीं है, ये हमारी problem है, और हम सबको जो है मिलके आवाज़ भी उठानी पड़ेगी, लेकिन मुझे लगता है सबसे ज़्यादा हमको खुद में और हमारे जितने भी लोग हैं, हमारे बच्चे हैं, जैसे नीना जी ने कहा है, उनको भी बदलाव दिखाना है. जैसे मेरे बेटे ने मुझे पूछा तो मामा, you're not at home today. So I said, no baby, I'm going for work. So he's like, he turns around and he's like, you know, but I want you to stay at home. It's my Saturday, it's my Saturday, it's my Saturday. I said, yeah baby, but you know, I have to go for work, and work is work. काम भगवान होता है, और आपको भी स्कूल जाना है, मुझे भी काम पे जाना है. It's the same thing. अगर मैं ये अपने बेटे को सिखा सकती हूँ, तो मेरा बेटा बड़ा होके जब उसकी गर्लफ्रेंड आएगी या उसकी बीवी आएगी, तो उसको भी समझ में आएगा कि this is a normal pattern. So I am changing the future today by changing my son's thinking. So I think that, like I said, ये सबकी responsibility है, हम सबको सीखना है. अगर हमको आत्मसम्मान चाहिए, तो हमको आत्मसम्मान सीखना भी पड़ेगा और हमको आत्मसम्मान सिखाना भी पड़ेगा.
नीना जी, इस बारे में आप क्या कहती है? आप भी काफ़ी सीनियर है, मराठी खासकर इंडस्ट्री में राज किया है, मराठी प्लेज एज वेल एज हिंदी प्लेज एंड फिल्म्स ऑल्सो. तो इस बारे में आपका क्या कहना है, क्या सोच है?
जैसा कि मैंने कहा कि मैंने जब शुरुआत की थी तो सीरियसली वी डिडंट हैव एनी इश्यूज लाइक दिस. इतना बड़ा मीडिया भी नहीं था और कोई इसके बारे में बात नहीं करते. आई मीन randomly, if I want to give you an example, where in Marathi theatre, Mukta would know, in Shivaji Mandir we used to have our plays. We literally had one curtain to change. I was not even conscious of changing in front of men, and they didn't even look at us that way. So I think there was a lot of mutual respect, you know, between men and women then, and which I think today has been tarnished a bit. Today's men, women, for some reason, I don't know. I grew up in a society where this was not there at all. My parents were doctors. My mother was a doctor who used to work in one of these slum areas. She used to go there 11 o'clock in the night. But those thoughts didn't come, but the thoughts that come today. It must be obviously happening, but the kind of discrimination you see today, like my children are working today in the media again, and they have encountered things, not my son as much as my daughter. The exploitation is there even today in corporates, in private. So as Kajol said, it's not only at this industry. It's not like that at all. But yes, as I grow older today, I do feel, yes, there is a gender bias. Mostly, maybe men are getting better roles than I do. Maybe it's that, you know, it could be a very selfish thing to say. But then I look out for roles elsewhere, and there are lots of mediums to look out to. I think, again, it comes down to you have to be yourself and you have to be proud of who you are and not compare yourself to a man all the time and say, and respect the men for what they are. I mean, you know, there are certain qualities in a man which will not be there in a woman and vice versa. So we have to have mutual respect also for each other. And I think I've carried on my life like that, and I hope to carry on till the day I die. No, I think that is for a certain strata of people also. We can't really judge that. I wouldn't judge anybody if they are fighting for 33%. I mean, we have to really know about the whole thing and what the whole process is for us to sit in our air-conditioned homes and say, why the hell are they doing that? So we don't know. If you're a clerk and tomorrow you know, or in banks, I remember my husband was in a bank, so I know that. Bank had a problem then, and that's when the women stood up and they got some 2%, quota, special quota at that point, time in the 70s or 80s. Also, so I guess you have to go through it to kind of, you know, fight for it. Yeah,
also, reservations as a concept is a sort of correcting the wrongdoing of the past. That's what it's based on. So in that sense, I think for all that has been done over the centuries, I don't think it's such a bad idea. But like Nina said, it also depends on which women we are talking about. It's not a en masse reservation for 33% of any kind of woman. Well, you can. That's your choice. Yeah, I think we should take this discussion is endless and we can take this offline. But I think, any more questions?
Yes. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all of you. This movie is really good, and I'm glad I'm here for it. My question is for Priyanka. I love the setting of the film. You know, it's a little vague. It doesn't make something very concrete, and yet it very easily conveys, you know, where exactly these women are. Can you elaborate a little more on that setting? Like, where are these women, and you know, how have they? I mean, we know how they have landed there, but how is it? Like, what is that setting about?
Okay, so the film, like you said, it's very abstract and it's open to interpretation. So as little as I say is actually better for the film, because I would want you to go back, think about it, come up with your own ideas of it. But when I wrote it, it was a purgatory sort of a space, you know? So it was somewhere between, yeah, so they were, so yes, of course, they are not alive anymore, but if you see their actions are very realistic. They're very they're still, it's like they are living characters, and the way they all behave is kind of the way they might have behaved when they were alive. So it's kind of that kind of a purgatory kind of a space where you can say that they are in some way not, I wouldn't say tortured, but they are in a way souls that are not at rest completely. And possibly that's why they are there in this living room. And living room is a very domestic space we associate with a woman. If not a kitchen, then a living room is a space we usually associate with her, because that's where all her femininity, the way she kind of takes care of the room, the way she kind of adorns the place. So that was why the setting was a living room, and then all of them are there. So that was my thinking behind it. Yeah. That's an interesting thought. Definitely. I didn't
Devi
think
part
of it like
two.
that. I didn't think of it like that when I wrote it, no. For me, it was just kind of, I needed a setting, like Neena ji said, it's like written like a theatre piece because I come from theatre. So I needed a setting that could say something about the film as much as they are saying about the film. It was just that, honestly. But see, that's why it's great if I don't say anything, because you'll come up with all these ideas.
Hi, this is Priyanka from Indian Express. My question is for Kajol and Shruti. Since 2018, October 2018, there have been women who've come out with their stories of sexual harassment across Indian cinema, and there have been multiple discussions around sexual harassment, consent. There's an actress, Ahana Kumra, she said this very interestingly, that after Me Too movement in Bollywood, people were scared to talk to women and to talk about women. And she felt that was a positive change because they changed their vocabulary. I wanted to ask both of you, in your experience, did you also feel that there was some difference on set in the way women are treated, or the conversations around consent and sexual harassment?
Take it, okay. Yes, there is a difference. And I wouldn't say that it's only on a film set. To be very honest, I think if you ask any man, anywhere, after the Me Too movement took that kind of, it really took on a life of its own, literally, and embroiled a lot of very, very well-known people in it. I think somewhere down the line, men, good, bad, indifferent, all just kind of took 7 steps back. And I think that was somewhere down the line necessary also. It was necessary. And yes, you have seen a difference in them. Like I said, they took 7 steps back, and everything was done and is still done, I think, a lot more cautiously, with a lot more thought. I think more than good or bad or whatever, I think there's a lot of thought put into everybody's daily interactions, whether it's on a set or in an office environment. So.
Shruti, what do you have to say?
So I remember after this whole Me Too thing happened, I was taking a flight to London, and there was someone sitting in front of me with his laptop open, reading a manual on physical proximity and how to behave in the workspace. And I thought to myself that this has really raised, like she said, the awareness that somebody is questioning and you are answerable. And I think that applies to human behavior in general. And in this context, it's not like haan keh denge aur chalta hai or kuch. Somebody was raising and that you might get into trouble was like a very human kind of trigger that was working. And I think it was very important for it to happen. And quite honestly, I didn't think that India would take it to that level so big, and it made me very proud, actually, that people had the courage to come out and speak.
Thank you so much.
I'd like to just add to this, I have an experience to narrate. I have a friend who, just before her retirement, she was working in a big corporate, and she told me, she said, I'm feeling so bad that I'm retiring now, because they actually now have very, very stringent laws, in the sense that if you are even feeling uncomfortable, if a man comes and talks to you, you can report it, and then they look into it. So, everywhere is changed. It's not only the film industry. I work in television. I was working in television when Me Too happened. And I could see overnight the difference, Of course, they joked about it. And, like that. Of course, the joking was there because you're comfortable on one level with everybody. But yes. And I think women also got more powerful with the Me Too movement. It wasn't only the men who were like, okay, we'll be wary of this, but also the women got, oh, okay, this works for us. I can say it, and it works. So, so even in corporate now, the rules are pretty stringent, and they are, they are very strict. The man doesn't have to come and touch you or latch at you or something. Even if a woman is feeling uncomfortable when a man comes and talks to her, she can report it, and it will be looked into. Of course, if it's not there, then they will obviously tell her. But I think that's a very positive move.
So I guess, thank you so much for asking such wonderful and interesting questions. Now, before we wrap up, we are going to take a selfie with all you Devis, with our Devis as well. So I'd recommend all of you all to stand up and turn this way so that we can take a selfie. You are the one who is going to take the selfie. There is a selfie stick, And I'd request the sole gentleman in the crowd to sort of move away a little bit, because this picture is supposed to be. Thank you. कुठे आहे गुणाजी? या काढा फोटो.
No, Devya. Just Devya.
Shadow आ रहा है पीछे से फ्लैश मारो
Everywhere.
Thank you.
Just Devya.
Come, let's do one.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
What's that?
Come. Yeah, come.
पूरा मेरे ही रन कर.
हाँ बेटा झंडा तो लगेगा ही नहीं.
They take for me.
गुणा चाहिए पटकन.
Ma'am, stand up.
Okay?
Not there, but 1 second.
Okay, one more. Sorry, one more. Too late.
Work it. Phone work it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
It's a lucky चांगला आहे.
Yeah, there is one-on-ones happening with it. There are one-on-ones happening now.
Into the room.
Where are you going? Bye.
Yeah, I have cut the video.
Yes.
And actually, it doesn't end anything. Once it's uploaded, every time he's doing something, I'm hearing it. So sometimes before we are sleeping, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't want to sleep with this.
Find out how it gets into your
I'll just
Where are the others? So all the Devis without whom this film wouldn't have been possible, they are slowly trickling in one by one. Yashaswini, please come. Please come. Mukta, Neena, please come. Shivani. We are missing two more. We are missing. This is Sandhya ji. She is also in the film. Shruti is coming in like 2 minutes. So again, like earlier, I'm going to throw the house open because there's been a request that they want to ask some questions. So, especially Jitesh. No, but I really want to say that this film wouldn't have been possible without the cast, because it is, they all believed in the film, they all believed in the script, and then of course their love for Ryan and me also helped a lot in the process. But this story was really needed to be told. And when the script came to Ryan, and Ryan came to me and he said, we have to make this film. I said, yeah, we'll make this film. And then he suggested this star cast. So I was like, this is not going to happen, Ryan. I mean, this is really we are overestimating ourselves. He said, but we should try. And it's actually his vision. He was the one who actually saw this cast for this film. And then from there, in about 6 months, we made this film, and we are here today to celebrate its release today. And I'm really happy to announce that it was dropped at 4 o'clock, and by 4:10 we already had more than 1.2K likes. So I'm really happy that it's getting the traction that it deserves, and I think this message needs to be, yeah. Ryan, please come on stage. Ryan. So yeah, in case anybody has any questions, please. Where's Priyanka? Come here, Priyanka. She's the writer and the director of the film. She'll be able to answer this question far more than any of us.
I know Kajal is praying, but
Yeah.
otherwise, why are they in between? Is it because they don't believe in heaven anymore?
Priyanka, there's a question for you from Sonali. She's saying, why are they in this in-between space? Is it because they don't believe in God anymore?
Oh, that is a way to interpret it for sure. But it's just because they're dead. So they're not, they're not alive anymore. They've been abused in different ways. And this is a state of purgatory. So it's somewhere between heaven, hell, being alive or not. I know that they're behaving very realistically in the film, so it doesn't feel like it is hell or heaven. But it's basically that. It's really open to interpretation. Yeah.
I just thought it was like a riot situation. Karan wants to say.
Riot situation. See, Priyanka,
Well,
it really is
I
open
have
to
say-
interpretation.
I have to say, in the row that I was sitting on, only Sonali and me are the brightest sparks in this
They're
row.
the only ones who got it.
Because,
That's true.
On my left and on my extreme right, some very prolific members of the media did not catch the subtext of your very beautiful film. And yeah, but obviously the deep end of the row I'm not talking about, just the tip of it. The so-called editors and couturiers have not got it. But I have to say congratulations to all you wonderful women. It was such a beautifully layered and nuanced film, and I think it unfolded so beautifully, especially towards the end. I got the fact that everybody was in transit mode, but it's the rape angle that really hits you hard, especially with the entry of the little child. I have to say more power to all of you wonderful actors who have actually agreed to do this, because I know that it really takes special talent to pull something like this off. And I think whether it's all of you, it's Shruti and Neena ji and all the wonderful, and Kajal, we love you. And the fact that, you all have lent your name to this project, I think really completes what Ryan and Niranjan's vision was. Congratulations on writing it. It's a stunning pieces of 10 minutes that I haven't seen something so beautiful in a while. So congratulations.
Thank you, Karan. Thank you.
And I love the way it's so layered and it's so applicable for so many things in today's world, what you've written. It's amazing.
No more questions.
No more
right?
questions.
Thank
Okay.
God.
It was just the front row that had questions.
They should, because they were very questionable also.
Of course, we love all of you here, and special mention Neena ji, we love you too so much. Mukta, Kajal, Shruti.
Are we done?
I'm sorry. Fabulous. Really, really
Yeah, I
good
think
job,
we're done.
all of you. Sorry.
Done for the evening. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Very well done.
Thank you.
I'm having a real Dave Gun. I went with 2 changes.
एक्सपीरियंस आपने देवी शॉर्ट फिल्म देखी, तो क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप?
Ryan, Niranjan and Ryan have been dear friends. I've worked with Niranjan for so many years. We've been friends for so many years. So for me, it was such a important day कि उनकी एक short film आ जा रही है, and the film is so good. It's so very good. It touches you, it moves you, it speaks about facts that are happening, and I think that films like this should be made to get even more awareness, and it's really a really a heartwarming film. I mean, it really touches you, and it's something that we all should make such films like this, get that awareness, and things like this should not happen, and they are still happening, and I really think films like this should be made to, and these kind of things should stop. I mean, that's what I can say.
Alright, so देवी शॉर्ट फिल्म के बारे में आपने देखा, तो क्या कहना चाहेंगे इसके बारे में? हम कितनी कैसी लगी आपको?
Devi, everybody is calling it a short film. I would love to call it a very strong film. It is something that sadly needs to be told to people. And बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से दर्शाई गई है कहानी. And it's very topical. Sadly, जैसे मैंने कहा, this is the story that needs to be told. And I'm so happy that such stalwarts of performances, such stalwart of actors, they have agreed to do a subject like this. And they have agreed to give their faces, their voice to it. And I just wish Ryan and Niranjan a very big congratulations on this. It's very hard hitting here, and we'll make sure that everybody can voice and share this, and more people should watch it so that the message is out there.
बाकी मेरे साथी कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
बाद में पक्का. अभी यहाँ अच्छा ही लगेगा इसमें.
उड़ा दे, क्या बोलने का? फिल्म बीट एनएम
शॉर्ट फिल्म देवी देखी, तो थोड़ा सा बताइए कि कैसा रहा?
ये बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस रहा. मैं जब शॉर्ट फिल्म देखने जाता हूँ ना, तो मैं कोई एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं रखता हूँ. इतने एक बड़ा ही अनोखा एक्सपीरियंस होता है इन जनरल. बट आई हैव टू से इन द लास्ट फ्यू इयर्स आई थिंक दिस इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट शॉर्ट फिल्म्स आई हैव सीन. क्योंकि बड़ा हाई कॉन्सेप्ट है. जब पिक्चर शुरू होती है, यू डोंट रियलाइज क्या हो रहा है, क्योंकि इतनी सारी औरतें, और अगर आप देखेंगे स्टार कास्ट बड़े डिफरेंट प्रकार के लोग हैं, तो आप कह रहे हो यार ये लोग एक कमरे में कर क्या रहे हैं. और जब वो सस्पेंस खुलता है, बड़ा मजा आता है. सो इट्स ऑल्सो वेरी हार्ड हिटिंग फिल्म बिकॉज बड़ी रेलिवेंट है. अभी मैं एक पिक्चर कर रहा हूँ गिल्टी करके, उसमें भी बड़ा सिमिलर सा सब्जेक्ट है. सो मेरे दिल के बड़े करीब है. A lot यार. See the thing is, हम कभी प्रिडिक्ट नहीं कर सकते कि कितनी अवेयरनेस स्प्रेड करेगी, पर जितनी ज़्यादा फिल्में बनेगी, जितनी अवेयरनेस और बढ़ेगी, आई थिंक कंट्री बेटर होती जाएगी. हमें वी शुड कीप स्प्रेडिंग द मैसेज. जी आई होप सो. मैं हमेशा उम्मीद करता हूँ कि मर्द जब ये देखे तो सोचे, अपने अंदर देखे, झांके, और कि कहीं, क्योंकि आई बिलीव द गुड एंड बैड इज इन एवरीबडी. यू नो, यू हैव टू मेक अ चॉइस कि आप किसको ज़्यादा नर्चर करते हो. अच्छा और बुरा हम सब में है. सो यू हैव टू चूज दैट. यू गॉट टू चूज टू बी नाइसर. Men need to realize that their anger and their strength comes because they've been made like that, but they should never let that come on top of a woman, because women are beautiful and they're equal to us. There's nowhere ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि औरतें ज़्यादा important है, men ज़्यादा. सब equal है, and you have to make sure that जो भी हमें naturally दिया गया है, उसका दुरुपयोग ना करें. Thank you, love you.
ऑलराइट, सो श्रुति जी, कैसा रहा एक्सपीरियंस? हमने देखा, मतलब ऐसे सोशल मैसेज के साथ में दिल को
बहुत ही
करने वाली है ये.
हाँ जी, बहुत ही अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस था. जब मुझे स्क्रिप्ट पहले आई निरंजन और रायन के थ्रू, जो इलेक्ट्रिक एप्पल्स के प्रोड्यूसर्स हैं और मेरे बहुत अच्छे दोस्त भी हैं, उन्होंने कहा कि एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग, हार्ड हिटिंग और इम्पैक्टफुल स्क्रिप्ट है. मैंने कहा ठीक है. जब मैंने स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ा तो मुझे इतना आई वाज सो मूव्ड एंड सो टच्ड एज अ वुमन, एज अ ह्यूमन बीइंग, एंड आई फील वेरी ऑनर्ड एंड हैप्पी दैट आई एम अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस.
फिल्म से हमारी इंडियन सोसाइटी में थोड़ा बहुत चेंज आएगा, या फिर चेंज नहीं आएगा?
आई थिंक
बातें करेंगे.
हाँ जी, अवेयरनेस एक स्टेप बाय स्टेप चीज़ होती है. शायद एक ही पल में एक बड़ा चेंज नहीं आ सकता, लेकिन छोटे छोटे कदमों से एक बड़ा डिफरेंस आ सकता है. एंड आई थिंक दिस इज़ वन सच स्टेप.
एंड 2020 में आने वाले आपके अगर प्रोजेक्ट अगर आप शेयर कर सकें, हर किसी को इंतजार रहता है जब आपकी कोई फिल्म अनाउंसमेंट होती है।
हाँ जी।
योर फैन।
तो अभी तमिल में मैं एक फ़िल्म कर रही हूँ लाभम, और तेलुगु में एक फ़िल्म क्रैक, एंड हाँ अभी के लिए वो है, और माई म्यूज़िक इन द UK।
सिंगल एल्बम कुछ ऐसे
हाँ जी, इंडिया में हम कोलैबोरेशंस करने वाले हैं।
तो किस तरह का जॉनर होगा, लाइक सिंगल एल्बम में रोमांटिक देखने को मिलेगा हमें श्रुति जी या
I don't know, it depends. Thank you.
Yeah, we can take a picture both of you together and then we'll do solo. Slightly moving by Royal. Yeah. Yeah. Slightly moving, so you're getting hidden otherwise.
Like this?
Thank you. Solo. Right. On the left. Right.